Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. In today's video, we're going to be setting up my goals for the month of July. Alright guys, so I don't think there's going to be much change in my goals, but because we are now starting a new quarter, second half of the year, I do want to do a quick flip through of my second quarter. I had already done a flip through of my first quarter, so I'm just going to go through this pretty fast. So here is my holding planner. This is where I put old months as well as future months from my goals planner, although I am switching my goals planner, so yeah. All right, so we'll get into that in a minute. All right, so we're going to start actually with April. So here is my goals planner for April. For the month of April, I actually had started capturing my reading here in the monthly, which, you know, I have since created a reading journal, so I'm no longer doing that. But here was my actual goal planning. Again, I was using the vertical planner. Was doing pretty well in the personal goals department, which was reading, journaling, and learning Spanish. Professional was actually pretty good too, kind of doing some learning and education. It was kind of the main goals, and that is going to be something that you're going to see. Both of those are going to stay consistent probably throughout the year as far as the types of goals I have. Financial's been kind of hit or miss, as you can see. I still haven't done my investments for my IRA because I'm a little nervous with like the economy is kind of like questionable. So I would hate to like, invest everything in stocks and then like there'll be like a plummet with the stock market where if I waited, I probably would have got a better deal. So I'm still kind of holding on that, which isn't that big of a deal. I have been transferring more money into savings, so yay for that. Family and friends, my reconnection has been great as far as my socializing with my friends. That's been on point. As one of them has been getting back on the dating scene. I'll just kind of summarize that for like April, May, and June. Hasn't really happened. Balanced eating hasn't really happened. Consistent with movements. That has started happening more with June versus April and May. Starting yoga has not happened. Spring cleaning has happened, but not at a pace that I would really like. Then I had decluttered the bedroom, which I did do. I had lifestyle. This probably isn't the best category for this, but I did my AM and PM routine. That has pretty much happened. And that has pretty much been like self-care, like doing skincare and kind of just personal self-care type activities in the morning and at night. I did do a travel savings log. I did start a 2024 travels wish list, but didn't really do much on the summer vacation planning, and I'm not sure how that's going to go. Practicing hand lettering 3 times a week hasn't happened. So because this has pretty much been the same the whole second quarter, I'm just pretty much going to show you my layouts. So what I did do differently, and I think what I'm going to continue doing, is I kind of added these bullet points or checklists, as you'll see in June, so that way I can check off either if I wanted to do it a certain amount of times that month or if I was kind of tracking the week. So like this one was a journal at least 4 times a week. So what I did is I put dots which correspond to each week. So if I did it 4 times that week, then I checked it off. And I really do like this because some goals may not happen every week. So it is nice to be able to track them to see how many weeks you get them done versus saying, oh, I wasn't successful for the whole month. I never really filled that out at all. Learning new software for work, that was kind of hit or miss. But that is kind of more dependent on what's going on in my current job. So that one I'm not really super kind of in about. No spin challenges has been horrible. Like I said, these have all been consistent, as is these. Consistently inconsistent, I guess, are not happening except for the social outings. And this has pretty much been the same as well. So yeah, I'm just pretty much showing you the layouts here, and I really did enjoy using the vertical. Now this is in my current planner. I am filming this with a few days, almost a week actually left in June. So I am filming this a little bit early, which is fine though, because my goals really aren't going to change that much, and it's not going to change. It's definitely not going to change based on what happens this week. So that's why I feel like I can go ahead and film it earlier. It just makes my life easier because I don't want to film it and like have a quick turnaround for scheduling, for editing and then uploading. But I love this spread. And as you can see, I use the checklist here instead of the dots. Again, everything was pretty much the same as far as my goals. I do change up my financial goals based on what's going on. So like the one thing I wanted to do that month was research auto insurance and home insurance. I checked that off. I haven't changed anything yet. My car insurance is up for renewal in September. So this was more of getting a head start. I don't think I want to change that until September if I change it. Mine has still got a pretty comparable rate, even though it's been increasing. And then cancel upcoming subscriptions or kind of see about getting maybe a continued discount. And then I did kind of look at all my savings accounts and bank accounts just to make sure that I was in a account that was giving me the most bang for my buck as far as interest. Yay! I did go over my spending even though the month isn't completed. And like I said, all this has pretty much been the same as all of them. I have been pretty consistent with my strength workouts, but I have not been as consistent with cardio, yoga, or even outdoor walks. Although there was some heavy smoke for like a week here in the mid-Atlantic, here in Virginia, from the Canadian wildfires, which kind of kept me from doing that one week. But that's not the excuse for the other week. So I need to get on that. All right. And then I didn't really do as much in like home projects. I did do spring cleaning. I still haven't done my windows, y'all. That's like, it's so hard because I like to do them from the outside versus from the inside. So yeah, I definitely got to work on that. All right, so those are my flip throughs of my goal planner. So now for what is going on, hopefully for the second half of the year, I am planning on utilizing this planner, which is the Go Getter Girl 5-in-1 Spiral Bound Planner for the remainder of 2023. This planner is a 6-month planner, and I think it just appears to be perfect for goal planning in general. So when we look at this planner, what kind of draws me to it is like they have this like vision board at the beginning of every month. You see this is June. This is July, and then they have August. So in July, they do have this little like direction stuff, which I'll cover up, but then it kind of gets more plain. So I have a 2-page spread that I can do my goals in. And then they have them, pause and reflect at the end of every month. So that's great. But then they have these daily hourly sheets. And if you guys have been following my plan with me, then you might already know that I was using the hourly layout to track my goals. And then I was finding it useful to actually incorporate my catch-all and my goals together in this. So it was actually working pretty well to plan out my day. But in addition to just the hourly layout, at the beginning of each week, they have this lined vertical. And I believe I already have a video up showing you how I was going to use this. So I'm, changing these little prompts, and it's just going to be like general to-dos or reminders, home and work is how I'm going to do it. But yeah, this is kind of the reason why I moved into this planner. Now, and I did add stickers to cover up because this is an outdated planner. So I did add stickers to jazz up the dividers and to hide the year 2022 that was here. All right, so let's go back to the vision board. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually speed through me decorating this vision board. And my nail just got completely, I painted these a long time ago, so I don't know why that just got messed up, but whatever, that's beside the point. I'll just have an ugly fingernail. But I'm going to speed through the decorating process, but I do want to decorate this. Like I said, I do have to hide this. But so for decorating, I pulled a few things, and some of these I'm not going to use until we get through it, like the boxes and stuff I'll put aside. But I kind of want to use this, the whole like mermaid, and this came from Hello Summer. This is Live Love Posh's sticker book from last year, so the 2022 one. I got it after summer had concluded, so there's a lot I want to use. I just think these are super cute. In addition to that, I have washi tape that I got from Temu. This is some cute little underwater washi tape. And then this is kind of like, I don't know, it's not really mermaid scales, but it's like hexagons with a thing, so that. And then I also have this, you guys. So this is the PET or PET tapes. I know a lot of people actually call them PETs or PET, you know, whatever. I don't know the correct thing. I don't know if you use the letters or call it PET. But this is from Wrong. And I was like, you know what? If I'm doing like a whole thing, I might want to throw a mermaid or two in there. And these actually match perfectly with these colors. So I might use some of them. But this is a gorgeous pet tape. Look at all the like mermaids and design in it. And this is like her version 2.0. So it's like more of a matte than a glossy, which I am all about. All right, so the one thing I am going to do is I have to cover this up. And I did, let me flip, they have a folder in the back. And I think, let me see if I have it. Yes. I did make headers. This is like July goals, August goals, so I will use that for the header. Now, so I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm going to speed this up because goal planning does take a while. All right, so some of my goal planning is going to be sped up because some of this is also a little repetitive. I cut this to kind of hide that. I created these a while ago, so the colors don't match 100%, but I made these headers. Again, I made it on Canva and then cut it in my Cricut design space or Cricut. So these are my headers, and I just feel like it would be easier to do it this way. And it looks like a couple of them are a little too close together that they made it one instead of two. Now, we'll talk a little bit more. Well, what we'll talk about as far as my goals go. Ooh, I like it. Okay. I think we're going to start one at a time. So what we're going to talk about as far as my goals go, I'm not going to get into too much. Oh, I got stuff falling out of the envelopes. The folder. All right. So we have personal development. So my personal development, my categories are staying the same. So it's like reading, learning Spanish, and journaling. Journaling is going to definitely stay the same. There's going to be no changes there. All right, so let me look to figure out how I'm going to do this. Reading. Reading is going to be a little bit different for me this month, guys, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm cheap. So I had Kindle, Amazon Kindle Unlimited for 3 months free. That ran out at the end of May, and then I had it for an extra month, which was June, for $9.99, plus I got like $2 off because I used my credit card. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this to write my goal. All right, so basically here is the issue. You know what I'm going to do? I got these new Micron pens in different colors. I have, look guys, I have blue and I have purple. I have other colors too, but I have these and these colors. I have other ones, but I love my Microns. I got this like on clearance. Now these are 05, so they are going to write a little thick. Get these on clearance at Michael's for like, I don't know, like $5 or $7. So I can do that. I kind of digging the blue. All right, so my goal is still going to be finish one book a week. Now, here's the problem. If I no longer do Kindle Unlimited, I am kind of at the mercy of my local library. And a lot of the books that I want to read are on, like, I'm on the wait list for. Yes. All right. And I think I brought the check it off, but I think I want to do these. So I have these. All right. So I'm kind of at the mercy of my library, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, I think what I'm going to do as far as like Kindle Unlimited. So Amazon Prime Day is coming up this month, and I've never purchased Kindle Unlimited before. I don't like that with that. So I think I'm going to see, I don't know, do you guys know if they like throw like Kindle Unlimited on special for like, you know, Prime Days? Obviously, I don't think it would be like, I think you would have to do like a long-term contract. I don't know if contract's the right word, but like 6-month or, because I know if you do a 6-month or a 12-month, it's cheaper because they went up to like $11.99 and it's cheaper now if you do that. But I just, with the library there, I feel like my plan was to, you know, utilize my library books and then go back and like sign up for Kindle, like kind of alternate. So like when I would rather read a whole bunch of Kindle books, that's when I'll sign up for, you know, Amazon Kindle. So that way I don't want to have like a subscription or be constantly paying for it type thing. So yeah. We'll see how that's going to work, but I feel like that's going to be actually kind of tough for me. All right, so my second one. This one I'm also going to, we'll do the header here. And you guys know, I'm keeping the same order too, I don't know. So it's to learn Spanish. So part 1 is Duolingo. And that is going great. I have been doing that every single day, guys. Like literally every single day. So that is going good. Again, like I did for my reading, I'm only going to be tracking this weekly. However, I feel like with the Duolingo, I'm going to be able to like recognize written words, but I don't know about actual communicating. Because I'm doing really good in the app, but I just don't know how I would do in conversation or even understanding when a fluent Spanish speaker is trying to talk. Like if I go to a Spanish speaking, this is like totally stuck to my finger, a Spanish speaking country, I don't know that I'll be able to communicate. Obviously I've only been doing it for, you know, 6 months, but so my next one is I'm actually going to watch a Spanish language television show. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm in the frame. I know I need to push it higher up my desk. Okay, so I want to watch. And I do the greater than, less than. So I'll do this. Greater than 2 Spanish language shows. So this is a new one for me, guys. And because I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm doing okay with the Duolingo, but I feel like I'm doing great with the app, but I don't know how well I'm actually doing with learning Spanish. So this is why I'm doing this. And I don't want to do one a week because this is new to me. So I don't know how it's going to happen. Okay, so that is that. Now, is there any blue in here? There should be, right? So we have that, but I want blue. Now I have so many of these books that if there isn't, I can just look for another one. All right, I think I'm going to have to pull out another book. So let me see. This won't match, but yeah, see, it's so small, but I don't think it's going to look obvious. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this one here. This is simple. It's journal daily. So this is the same. Nothing is changing here. Let me get my, is this my blue? Yeah. So this is staying the same. Okay. So that's personal development. Professional development actually is not going to take up much space. So I may even be able to put another one under that one. Okay. Professional development. So, professional development, I have some professional development things coming up as far as work goes. In August. However, July is a slow month for me as far as work goes, so I feel like I probably should take advantage of it and do some more learning. I'm only going to have one of these. Now there is a goal planning, like at the beginning of this planner, there is a place to kind of like write down like some of the goals you want to achieve and things like that. And that did kind of help me refocus. But overall, I am kind of happy with my 2023 goals, which is why I'm not really planning it. So I'm just going to put education or learning. Let's do learning because education sounds like going back to school, and I think I'm done with that. I went back to school 10 years after I got my undergrad. I went back to school, and yeah, I think that was enough. I don't think I got my master's, but I don't think I want to get a doctoral degree or anything like that. I don't know if my brain can handle it. All right, so for learning, this one is actually going to have, it's going to be a bullet point beside it. And then this one I want to do, I think it's prior learning courses. It's like a subscription that my work has that kind of is more focused on like actual software that we use, like Microsoft and stuff like that. And then I'll just do webinars. Now, I am not going to do my social media or my content goals here because I am freaking planning my content section or my social media section. I have a monthly section freaking planned with the teacher planner, and I do a lot of goal planning there. And what I plan to do, well, I don't know when that video is going up, but I do want to like kind of do some goal planning on that separately, and I'll show that in that video. So I'm kind of going to separate that for now just because I feel like it's better for me to track that there, whereas this stuff I do like tracking it here, if that makes any sense. All right, I keep putting my sheet off to the side. Finance. So it's finance, home, leisure, wellness. All right, so I think I can do finance here. Okay. Whoops. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift this up. Oh yeah, I can. It did rip a little bit. Some of it, the Cricut got a little specific in there. The cuts were a little like in it. All right, so I'll do finance there. I think I want my socializing my relationships together. So let's do home because I don't really have very much. Oh no. Can I move these over some? Okay. I think this actually I might have done it, guys. Yay. Yay for sticker surgery. Wasn't sure how that was going to look. I don't like how close it is together, but that's okay. All right, for the home. All right, so we'll start with purple. So I'm going to go for this one. The home. We are now in summer. Should I change the title? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong book. Where's my... Here it is. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Should I change it to summer cleaning? Because I feel like that's where we're at. All right, I don't want to start a new... Where did I get my box from? Okay. Do we want to do a different one? Let's do this one. Okay. It doesn't matter that my little things are over there. Okay, now we're gonna go and I'm gonna grab my, all right, and then I'm gonna say, finish spring cleaning. The problem I'm gonna have with a lot of my home projects is it's now gonna be getting too hot. So a lot of my home projects are now gonna become fall projects, which is kind of a bummer because I would have loved to have gotten them done. But with the heat and humidity of the summer, I just don't think it's going to be realistic. And guess what we're gonna put here, guys? Windows. And I've done the bedroom, I've done the living room, I've done the kitchen. I guess I need to do the appliances. I think those are the big ones. I add as part, which I'll now be adding as part of this calendar, daily cleaning zones. So that is still going to be a part of it. All right, so now we'll go to pink and we'll do my finance. Now, I am hoping to, I don't know that I'm actually going to be doing a vacation this year. I thought I was, but I think my plans are not going to happen. Let me see something. I think if I'm only going to do 4 on a page, we can actually move this down and do it more in the center. Okay. Just to kind of make it like separate it a little bit, like just show that it's a new category. All right, so my finance, I'm gonna have 2 big ones. The first one, let's see. Well, I don't know where to put my travel savings. I guess I'll do that here because I definitely want to do that. So we'll do travel savings like that. And then what I will do is I think I want to do, I don't know how much I can afford a week. I probably should have done that. So I don't know if I could do, I don't know that I can, I think I'm gonna do $250 a paycheck. So we'll say $250 a paycheck. And I only get 2 paychecks a month. I mean, sometimes it's 3 based on how the month falls. I did put my work calendar in here, so I have my paydays. So I only have 2 this month. So what I will do is I will just add 2 to check off that. Now that is not going to get me where I need to go for my 2024 paycheck, but I mean for my 2024 travel, but it's a start. All right, so we have that. And then the other one is this will only have 1. We're gonna say, I don't do no spends, I do low spend. I'm actually okay, like in the eating out department, so I'm gonna just leave that. Here, I think I'm gonna focus on one thing. I mean, low spend in general, but the one thing I'm really gonna focus on, and some of this will be also tracked in my budget planner, but I need to do less than $50 on planners and stickers. That sounds like a lot, right? $50. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of money. All right, so we have that. We're like getting through it, guys. We're getting through it. I know some of this is repetitive. This next part is going to be repetitive, so I actually might run through this pretty quick. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do relationships, socializing, wellness, and then I'll do leisure here, but I have a lot for wellness. All right, for relationships and socializing, I'm going to do that off camera. All right, because these are the same, like I said, I didn't go over them, but I did the 4 here because that's going to be like once a week. So, and then this, I just did 4 because 4 seems like a good number to reconnect with maybe 4 people. And then here, organize more than 3 social outings. So yeah. All right, wellness. This one is going to be pretty similar to my current one. I'm actually going to pull out my current one because I liked it, although I was not successful at it. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going to do multiple sections again. Okay. I think I'm going to do something different on this side just because of the crunch for space. All right, so this one's going to be workouts. This is more of a header. Let's say consistent. All right, and then I'm going to add my bullet points. All right. This one is going to be 3 to 4 strength per week. Still going to take up too much room. This one is going to be, I don't think I'm going to do the whole cardio one. I'm going to try, I'm going to make cardio part of my overall routine, but there's just other things I really want to do. So I'm going to do more than 1 walk a week. And then this one, I'm going to do more than 2 yoga stretch a week. Okay. And then I'm going to say, then this is going to be meal prep. Oh, I guess it should have been meal plan, meal prep, but we'll say meal plan here. All right. And then for that one, I'm just going to put 4 dots next to it. Again, 1 for each week. I have so many more, guys. This one isn't, like, my wellness is insane. I wonder if I even need to do a leisure. Being I have travel, maybe I'll do a box for leisure because that's taking up room because I have so many of these. Because when I'm thinking about what I need to do, so for wellness last month, what I did is I had a health and self-care. So like self-care had its own space. So it didn't seem like a lot. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do AM, PM, self-care. It's more of my self-care routine. And then I'm going to do 1 more box. Which is going to be, whoops, did not want to do that. Oh, you know what I just realized I did? I was not using the blue marker. That's a bummer. So for this one, I'm going to put de-stress. Two times a week. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these dots down. Again, I'm going to do these for the weekly basis. All right. Now we can get into my last one, which I do actually have, I think, 2 for leisure. One just popped up into my head. I do want to say real quick when talking about goals, and I think I mentioned this last time, it's not about checking off all the boxes. I'm doing this to kind of keep track of it, but for me, just writing them down has been enough as far as motivation goes. I think like I mentioned with reading, With reading, I don't know that I'm going to hit those goals this month just because, you know, I might be kind of held back by what's available at my library if I don't, you know, if I don't have Kindle. So I'm kind of, you know, or if I read a really large book. You know, I had read some pretty large books already. I read some like 1,200 page books. I mean, those might take more than a week. So like I might not actually meet some of these goals, and that's okay. This is just to kind of keep me on track. All right. So for leisure, I don't think I need bullet points for this. I do want to plan one summertime outing. Yes, I guess this is probably a little late in the game to be thinking about that, but and then next, we're going to do a big 2024 trip. So I kind of need to get into planning mode for that. All right. So there we have all my goals. I'm going to add some more decorative elements because I really want to add some of these mermaids to here because they're super, super cute, and I feel like I have to add them to it. All right, I think we are done. Look how pretty this turned out. This it's a new layout. I'm still learning how to decorate with a coil bound planner, but I really, really like how this turned out. This is so pretty. Yeah, so like I said, I definitely kind of set some lower type goals that I can hopefully meet, but some of them are still going to be difficult for me to meet because, you know, life happens and it is summertime. Right now, my summer is not busy, but who knows what'll happen? Who knows? Like I might like finish planning this, doing this plan with me, and literally an hour from now, I might like all of a sudden my whole like month might be booked. So it only takes like one trip or one outing and your whole month has like changed as far as availability and stuff like that. So, and I am a lot more flexible when it comes to the summer because like work is a little bit slower and things like that. So I have a little bit more freedom when it comes to that. So some of these goals might not happen, but some of them I am going to prioritize. Like the quality time, the reconnecting, like the relationships and the socialization and the wellness are definitely things that I need to prioritize. Obviously personal development. But if I like slump on Spanish, while it'll be disappointing, it's not a deal breaker and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I've been so on top of that. I don't foresee that, but it could happen. The books, I've been so on reading, but again, things happen and sometimes things fall off. And like I said, I'm not going to beat myself up about it if it does fall off. Like I said, just because I've been reading 9 books a month, this month I might struggle to finish 2. So I don't know. Like I said, these are goals. Whether they happen, I can keep my fingers crossed. But if they don't, then that means that I just have to try harder next month or kind of reevaluate my scheduling or my priorities. I think that's what I should say. If I don't meet these goals, then I just kind of look at my overall priorities and schedule to see if, hey, maybe do I need to adjust these goals or maybe do I need to adjust things going on in my life to better meet these goals. So yeah. All right, guys, this was a little bit of a longer one because I am kind of reevaluating some stuff and changing some stuff around. 2, I'm adding a new layout, and 3, we did do a little bit of a discussion about my second quarter goal review. So I will not be having a separate video. So this was almost 2 videos in one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. And I do want to thank all of my returning subscribers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I really, really, really would appreciate for you just to hit that like button as well as that subscribe, just because the YouTube algorithms have been a little hard to judge. And I feel like you might not see my videos in your news feeds or your video feeds if you're not subscribed. So please consider it. I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. So until next time, bye.